Alright, so today we'll be doing oil change and then the header review for now. I just finished doing the oil change. I had to get on a video because kind of needed two hands. Just new AC Delco filter, 15 millimeter wrench for the drain bolt. The person that before had a Fram filter on it, and as you know, I've never met a person that uses Fram filters that doesn't gorilla the oil filter on, so you will need a filter wrench to get it off. And even on this thing, it says once it hits just 3/4 of a turn, you just need to snug, and you just can't do it hand tight, just snug. You don't have to gorilla it on there because the gas is going to heat up and it's going to basically glue itself to the mounting point. And I've seen some people when they put the wrench on there and tighten it as much as they can, and then when you take this off, aside from the fact that it's a pain in the ass to get it off, I've seen a couple where the threads that actually go into the engine come out with the filter, and then it's just snug. That's it. That's all you need to do. Anyways, on these headers that I put in, they're the Amazon headers that I got on Amazon. They're about 250 bucks compared to like the Cooks or the American Racing headers, which are like 700 bucks. Don't mind that, I just spilled it when I took the filter off on there, so it smells a little bit like oil. We'll clean it off. Anyways, so just had to come back down here and retighten all these clamps. You got to snug them up after they've gone through a couple heat cycles, just to make sure. The clamps themselves are not the greatest. You could buy better ones and they would probably, get stuck the first time, and you wouldn't have to worry about that. These ones that I like, you get to keep your oxygen sensors. So as you can see, there's one oxygen sensor right there, and then there's some more back there. I don't know if you can kind of see where the light is shining. So you keep both of them. They give you extensions. It comes with extensions and everything. You do have to either zip tie or mount the other extension so the actual O2 sensor wiring harness does not hit the exhaust, because they will melt. So far I haven't gotten to check engine light, but like I said, they've only been on for a little bit. I might get one for a catalyst system efficiency, the below threshold. So once we get it tuned, I'll probably get that taken care of. So let's go ahead and back out. Bad thing about having a Corvette and not having a lift. Yeah. Anyways, put the lip on not too long ago, but then you know how that low life is. So yeah, those Arizona potholes are no joke. So nice. Let's see what we got up top. Let's take that off. You can kind of see the headers here. It's a good idea to get those little the heat boots, because these ones, the old ones, had an actual heat shield on the manifold. These ones do not, so they do get nice and toasty, and you don't want your ignition wires to be melting. Oh, sorry, it's all dirty. But part of that with these ones, also get some ramps, and you need some wood so you don't rip your bumper off. There it is. It comes with the headers into the collectors. I did have a trouble with the collectors because they got shipped by FedEx, and the box was mangled and beaten like an unwanted redhead stepchild. So the collectors to the other extension pipe did need a little bit of persuasion, because the collector circle is more oval than circle. So a couple blows with the hammer to get it to cooperate. A little tough love. So they go to that extension, and then they go to, and then the extension is where you hook up the O2 sensors. You want to stagger them, so one oxygen sensor over here and the other one over here, because if you put them both in the same spot, they will bump into each other and you won't be able to screw them on and then get them both in. You do have enough room with the extensions as it is. And then X pipe all the way back to the mufflers. So this one got rid of the cats, got rid of the little tiny headers that it had. It does make it sound throatier. It does have a nicer sound. I'll give you that. A little bit of a drone at some speeds. But yeah, I mean, if you don't like the noise, I guess you probably shouldn't do this upgrade. I guess you could get some different mufflers that muffle a little bit more to kind of get it to go down, but at that point it's just like, at least this way it kind of sounds like a V8. It's not slow and wimpy. Let's see if I can get further in there. If I can squeeze to show you this kind of going on. Alright, see the O2 sensor there. And where's the other O2 sensor? I can't see it. It's further back. So yeah, because you put them, there's one O2 sensor there and the other one over there. They're offset. Because if you put the pipes are all the same length. So that's why you line up when you put the mufflers at the end. If you put them both on the same, you see how this one, they kind of come in a little bit so you can get a wrench around them. They're going to hit and you won't be able to connect them. So the connectors also, there's the O2 extensions that run from back there. They give you enough room so you can do that to get your both O2 sensors. So, and then all the way back, and all the way forward. And that's pretty much it. So far, I mean, I'm happy with them. Like I said, you gotta go and check up on them, because if you find any little ticks, because I could hear it, especially with the right side, when you would accelerate, you could kind of hear like the engine, the spark plugs and all that going off. So just tighten them up, so make sure you got no exhaust leaks. Yeah, other than that, the hardest part was putting the actual headers in. You got to come in from the bottom, and you got to make sure you have quite enough room. You need taller than these ramps to get them in. You got to kind of play some Tetris with them, because as you can see, they're definitely not coming in from the top. So but yeah, I think those are all 13mm bolts over there, and then everything you can reuse the exhaust gases, or you can get new ones. It doesn't matter. Just be careful, because they are iron manifolds going into an aluminum head, and you want to be real careful when you're taking these off, so you don't pull the threads out of the aluminum head, because it will make your day a whole lot worse. So yeah. It's kind of like your girlfriend. You just gotta play with it little by little. It'll come out. The welds on these ones aren't exactly the best, but then again, I'm not a welder, so I can't really complain. But no one's gonna see them, so as long as there's no holes in them, I'm happy. So a little different. But yeah, that's just about it. They were chrome, but it's been a lot of rain, and I live on a dirt road, so everything's been getting kind of muddy. I treat this thing like a Jeep, pretty much. But other than that, I like the noise. You can feel it more in the mid-end. You don't really feel it in the low end, but the mid-end, it just feels a little bit. It's not much. It's not like, oh my god. Maybe, because I don't have a tune on it. Haven't tuned it yet. You can maybe get like a 5 horsepower, 5 torque once you get it tuned. Maybe make 15, 20 if you're lucky. But yeah, $250 on Amazon. I think it's like SJP Distributors, AJP. But yeah, compared to $700, $800 for any other headers and X-pipe that you can't put your O2 sensors in, I'm gonna take this, because we're on a budget. We want to go fast. Yeah, tune in later to see what other things I'll be doing to it, and catch you guys later.